At the UN building, crowds of people protest against Victor Doom's speech. Nick Fury brings the Avengers to the office of the ruler of Latveria. Doom says that a clique of Red Skull villains are hunting him, so he needs a bodyguard. Doom wants Captain America to protect him. Hulk offers to just beat Doom, but the captain does not allow it. Doom he is under diplomatic immunity, as a sign of his good intentions. Doom disables all weapons on his armor and leaves the entire arsenal on the chair. The captain and Doom head to the boardroom. Iron Man, then the others patrol the vicinity of the building. Stark reports a zero threat. The captain brings the Duma to the hall. The dictator is met by a disgruntled crowd. Hawkeye suggests simply retreating and giving the Duma to the people, but Captain America forbids it, because everyone should have freedom of speech. The Duma they give the floor and he begins his speech. The ceiling collapses and Hyperion flies into the hall. He attacks Doom, but the captain manages to shield him with a shield. Doom uses sound amplifiers and throws Hyperion away. The villain is stunned and cannot make out a single word. The Hulk bursts into the hall and attacks the supervillain. Doom and the captain hide in the tunnels under the building. The captain contacts Fury. He wants to take Doom to a safe place. An Adaptoid breaks into the tunnels and attacks Doom. Victor gets an electric charge in his chest and falls. The Hulk breaks through the tunnel wall and grabs the robot. The captain lifts Doom and leads him on. Rogers wants to take Doom to the Avengers Tower, since it's safe there. Doom refuses at first, but then agrees with the captain's arguments. At this moment they are attacked by Dracula. The Vampire King throws Doom away and is going to drink the captain's blood, but Thor appears to save Steve and Victor. Thor fights Dracula while the captain and Doom are moving to the tower. Suddenly the tunnels are flooded with water. Doom and the captain are carried away by the stream. Attuma attacks Doom, but the captain manages to protect his ward. Hawkeye and Falcon come to the rescue of the captain. They attack Attuma, giving the opportunity to take Doom away. Steve and Doom climb the stairs. Attuma rushes after them, but he is stopped by Barton's ice arrow. Doom and the captain get out into the street. The Red Skull attacks them. Hyperion arrives and impresses Iron Man into the building. The Skull shoots at the captain from all guns, but Doom covers Rogers with himself. Doom falls to the ground. The captain lifts him on his shoulders and carries him to the Avengers Tower. The villains try to stop the captain, but the Avengers clear pass and discard the villains. Finally, Steve brings Doom to the tower. He asks Jarvis to diagnose. Defense systems are activated in the tower. Laser cannons attack Hyperion. The protective field reliably covers the tower from attacks. Modok tells the Skull that the tower is too well protected, and the Avengers are already preparing for a new attack. The Skull orders his accomplices to retreat. In the tower, Doom regains consciousness. He only pretended to be wounded. Mechanical manipulators capture the captain, not letting him stop Doom. The villain hacks the Avengers' computer and downloads programs and access codes to the S.H.I.E.L.D. computers. When the rest of the Avengers arrive in the tower, Doom already manages to teleport. Doom inserts a flash drive with stolen data into his computer in his castle. Suddenly, an image of the Avengers appears on the screen. Captain America tells Doom that they have figured out his plan, and Tony managed to protect the Avengers' files, and in return infected the files stolen by Doom with a virus. Many images of Iron Man appear on the Duma monitors. The lights go out in the Duma castle. In the Avengers Tower, Stark conducts an experiment. He puts his new invention, indestructible shackles, on Thor and the Hulk. The Hulk and Thor cannot destroy them. The rest of the Avengers look at all their attempts with interest. Hawkeye eats popcorn with appetite, while the Hulk cannot prevent him. Thor wants to use lightning to destroy the shackles. Captain America asks him to stop. There is a powerful rush. The heroes fall to the floor. Thor says that it's not his lightning, appears in the center of the hall. Odin, Thor's father, orders his son to return to Asgard. Thor refuses. He wants to stay with friends. One notices the shackles on his son's hands. The Falcon says that no one has managed to destroy them yet. One breaks the shackles with his spear. At this moment, Odin is attacked by the Hulk. The Lord of Asgard breaks through the wall and disappears into the hole. Thor beats the Hulk. One appears in the breach. He is very pleased and delighted with the power of the Hulk. One demands to take him to the banquet hall so that he can figure out how to test the heroes. At this moment, Jarvis reports that the UN building has been attacked by an energy creature named Sax. The captain orders to prepare the plane, but one teleports the Avengers to the place of battle. The heroes fall out of the portal. The Hulk falls on the Widow. Zack shoots the Hulk with lightning. Stark says that the monster absorbs all the energy and grows. Thor's hammer is powerless against the monster. The Hulk jumps on Zask and starts beating. One releases lightning from his spear into the villain and Zask bursts out of 4 overloading. Thor tells his father that it was a fight of the Avengers. At this moment in the underworld, the monster Mongo realizes that Odin has finally left Asgard. One takes the Avengers to Central Park. He wants the heroes to prove that they are worthy of his respect. One challenges the Avengers to a duel. The Lord of Asgard easily copes with the Hulk. Thor attacks his father. The rest of the Avengers join the battle. They attack Odin all together, but he repels all attacks. Mongo appears and attacks Odin. He throws Odin to the ground and steps on his back. Thor knocks down the monster and helps his father up. Odin says he is weakening. Mangog says he needs Odin's eye, with which he will enslave the whole world. The Avengers attack Mangog. The Hulk strikes a crushing blow and Mangog flies away. The monster steps on Thor and strikes with a sword. Thor stops the hammer blow. Mangog, absorbing Odin's power, becomes bigger and bigger. He rushes at Odin. Thor saves his father. Stark offers to take Mangog away from Odin. One does not want to stay away from the battle and attacks Mangog. His spear collides with the monster's sword. A strong explosion throws the Avengers away. Mangog picks up Odin's spear and connects with his sword. He throws Thor away. Mangog is filled with Odin's power. Odin asks the monster to spare the earth. The Avengers go on the attack again, but they can't do anything against Mangog. Odin tells Thor that the Avengers need his help. Tony says they need to disarm Mangog. Iron Man shoots the weapon out of the monster's paws and Hawkeye shoots the spear out of the sword. The Hulk rushes at Mangog and beats him. Odin and the Avengers are preparing for a new fight. Thor throws Mangog to the ground. The Hulk jumps on top of him. Stark brings shackles and shackles Mangog. Odin thanks the Avengers. He sends Mangog back to Hell. Hawkeye wants to show Odin an amusement park. The Avengers play bouncers. Tony Stark and Hawkeye against Captain America, Falcon and Hulk. Barton knocks out the opponent's players with ease. Tony says he has developed a new program, the Stark Probability System. The program analyzes the behavior of fighters and predicts how best to act for victory. The captain believes that it is impossible to predict the result of the fight because there is the human factor. He offers to play again. Now they are playing with laser balls. The captain successfully dodges the balls, but Tony tells Barton to throw the ball under Steve's feet. The captain will fall to the floor. Barton knocks out the rest of the players. Hyperion flies into the tower and takes the Hulk with him. The Avengers rush after each other. The Hulk and Hyperion fall into the water and fight there. Stark says that his system reports a probable ambush of Attuma at the bottom. Tony asks the Falcon to create a funnel. Sam directs his drone Red Wing into the water. At the bottom of the vortex created by the Falcon, the Avengers, they see Attuma and the Atlanteans. The Captain and Iron Man attack Attuma. Thor joins them. Attuma informs the Skull that everything is not going according to plan and hides in the water. Hyperion flies into the funnel and immediately gets hit with a hammer. Hyperion is attacked by Hawkeye. Then the Hulk rushes at him. Hyperion wounds the Hulk in the arm. The Skull orders Hyperion to withdraw from the battle, as he is very likely to lose. Hyperion flies away. The Avengers pick up the wounded Hulk and go to the tower. Hyperion returns to the Skull's submarine. The Skull praises Hyperion for playing his role perfectly. In the tower, Tony informs the others that a flash of alien energy of the Tesseract was recorded before the attack of the clique. The Avengers do not notice that a small Skull robot has connected to Stark's computer. The Falcon puts a bandage on the Hulk's arm. Jarvis calculates the location of the Tesseract. The Avengers see a Skull submarine pop up in the bay. It rises into the air and flies away. The Widow notices the spy robot and destroys it. The Avengers realize that the clique has intercepted the coordinates of the terrorist attack. Tony and the others give chase. Stark personally drives the plane. The Falcon says that he would fly faster, but Tony says that his program low estimates the chances of the Falcon. Sam says that Tony is fixated on his new program. Stark says that he will no longer allow the Skull to steal his technology and programs. The plane is attacked by an adaptoid. It cuts the plane into two parts. Hulk and Thor hold the halves together. Tony sends the Falcon after the Tesseract. The Widow says that Hyperion is catching up with them. Stark sends Thor to battle with him. Adam, Skull, and Modok are watching the battle from the bridge. The Avengers rush in. Hyperion and Thor fly through the windows. The Skull's flying submarine begins to fall. The Skull orders the Adaptoid slow down the fall. Hulk sends Attuma to the ceiling with a blow. Barton and Widow attack Modok. Captain America fights with the Skull. Dracula will attack the Falcon. The Skull ship will fall in the desert. Hulk attacks Attuma. Hyperion fights with Thor. Widow and Hawkeye fight with Modok. The captain warns Tony that the team is being stretched, trapped. Skull teleports and Attuma appears in front of the captain. The Falcon is attacked by an Adaptoid. Hyperion attacks the Hulk. The Widow and Barton will have to fight Dracula. Modok shoots Thor with lasers. Skull and Stark fight in the canyon. Tony defeats Skulls and disables his armor. Tony flies away. He says that the fight will end soon. Stark arrives according to the coordinates of the Tesseract, but he is not there. The Skull did not steal the coordinates, but replaced them, so he lured the Avengers into a trap. The Skull, armed with the Tesseract, attacks Tony. The program predicts Tony's defeat. The rest of the Avengers also almost lost. The villains bring the defeated heroes and throw them next to Stark. The Skull suddenly falls to the ground. Modok says that the attack is unstable. It needs to be steadied. Hyperion says that the Avengers need to be destroyed, otherwise they will come for the clique. The Skull fires two rockets, one at Los Angeles, the other at Las Vegas. The clique teleports. Stark says that according to his calculations, only one city will be saved. The captain says that the Avengers can do everything. Captain Falcon and Hulk fly after one rocket. The Hulk throws the captain and he crashes into the rocket with a shield. The shield absorbs the explosion. The city is saved. Stark, Thor, Widow, and Barton pursue the second rocket. Tony he hands the glove with the repulsor to Barton. He asks Thor to hit the suit with lightning. Electricity charges the suit. Barton shoots so that the rocket hits the Iron Man's sight. Tony shoots down the second rocket. In the tower, Tony looks at the record of the lost battle. He tells the captain that the terrorist attack cannot be found yet. The captain calms his friend. He says that they are Avengers and will cope with everything. Dear friends, sometimes I can incorrectly call the name heroes. Excuse me, I try to do everything right.